Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 6 of the FIFA 20 My Player Career Mode. And we start off exactly where we finished the last episode. Let's have a little look at the standings in the Premier League. There was a few games played. We haven't been involved in them, but we are up to 6th place with a game in hand. If we can win that game in hand, we go 3 points behind Man United. I will not accept any finish lower than a 5th placed finish. If we finish 6th, 7th, 8th, anything like that, we need to be winning the Europa League. Plain and simple. So let's get into this. Let's keep pushing it on, and let's see if we get any loan offers as well, because that's certainly what we're after. We turned down an offer from Union Berlin in the previous episode. It's Sheffield United up next, and after our hat-trick, I'd like to think we'll be in the team, but you never know. No offers as of yet, coming up to the 18th of January here, and the Sheffield United game comes in and we're not picked in the side. And potentially a few new signings. I don't know who Elia is. He's potentially a new signing. Let's actually go check that out, see if we can spot new signings here. We're probably not going to spot anyone that's left, because it's harder to spot someone that's not on the list rather than someone that is new to the list. And a 32-year-old left mid, left winger, rated 77, and this is kind of exactly what we're talking about, really, when we say that he's just not making signings that are good enough, really, and it's quite disappointing. No one else. Didac Villa, don't know if he was already here, but again, 30 years old, 74 rated, and he thought that that was acceptable to bring him into the club. I certainly don't, and it's starting to annoy me. You can see the morale of the team. Look, no one's particularly happy. But let's push on with this Sheffield United game. Big 3 points needed here. Anything but a win is unacceptable, completely unacceptable. And here we go. Big 3 points. Come on. 3-0 win. Pepe with 2. Aubameyang got 1. And a very good result there. And as we push this on now to the 22nd of January when we face Chelsea, will we be in the side? I very much doubt it. And we have not been selected. Elia, whatever his name is, still keeps his place in the side, even though he's distinctly average. Away to Chelsea, can we get a big result? And we can't. We lose 2-1 to a late Batshuayi winner. And that's a big loss there for Arsenal. Okay, and next up it's Cardiff in round 4 of the FA Cup, and you'd like to think he's going to play us in this game after our last performance in the FA Cup, and he certainly has picked us here. So let's get straight into this game, and hopefully we can impress against Cardiff just like we did against Preston. Here we go, another chance for Sean to impress at the Emirates in the FA Cup 4th round as Arsenal take on Cardiff City. And now the lineups: Leno, Maitland-Niles, Holding, Mustafi and Kolasinac at the back line. Guendouzi and Torreira nice and strong in there. Pepe, Burton and Saka with Sean Measures up top on his own. And now the Cardiff lineup: Lunev in goal, Richards, Flint, Nelson and Bennett. Just going to see how they line up here. Pack and Volks in the middle, Mendes, Lang, Tomlin and Murphy in behind Patterson, the lone striker. Free kick from that offside decision. Leno lumps one forward to Measures. Can he win his header? Kind of. Gets up again, doesn't win it, and Patterson gets hold of the ball in a dangerous position here. Guendouzi just tickling his back for some reason. Ball through. Mendes Lang turns his defender, leaves him dead, and it's a great little finish. Cardiff are 1 up. Of course they are. We're not good enough. Not good enough. Absolutely terrible. Look at Kolasinac. How much do you want to get sold into that? And terrible defending. 2 defenders were way too high. Look at them. Who are you stepping out to, Holden? Who are you stepping out to? Great little finish. Can't take it away from him. Arsenal 0, Cardiff City 1. Pepe gives it. We want this. He's given it to us. We found space to run into. Defenders don't know whether to come towards me or not. We're bursting into the box. We've got an option. Far post. Goalkeeper palms it clear. And a rebound from Saka. What an absolute waste that was. Kolasinac turns it into the middle of the park to Guendouzi. He's had a good game so far. Finds a lovely ball out wide to Maitland-Niles. Pepe should be going beyond him, but doesn't. Finds the ball for Measures. Measures is going to hit one. Why not? Big save from the keeper, not the best effort in the world. Saka gets one back in. Burton with a heavy touch. Can he get there again? He can't, and Cardiff clear their lines. Arsenal free kick from the offside decision. It's Kolasinac. Plays one to Measures. We're not winning that. No way, no how. It's Pack into Tomlin. And that is the half-time whistle there, and an extremely disappointing half for Arsenal. We can't create. Guendouzi's been a little shine and light in there, he really has, but it's not been a good day, and we've given this at half-time. Slow day at the office. 12 touches, one shot on target. We haven't done a lot. We haven't had the service. But at half-time, Arsenal 0, Cardiff City 1. Ball forward for Cardiff on this right-hand side. Hoyle, they're turning inside every time. They don't need to rush. Look, it's just keep ball. They know they can keep the ball. Why not do it? It's Volks under pressure from Guendouzi, Maitland-Niles. Xhaka, will he play me? He plays someone else. He plays Pepe, but we eventually get the ball from Pepe. Now Measures running at the defence. We're going to have to turn back. He's got all the pace, all the skill, all the ability on us. Into Pepe. He turns, plays it to me. Can we finish? Great save. Onside? Surely I'm onside. Surely to God I'm onside, and we're not going to get a replay of it because of the substitution. And he's brought off probably our best player on the day, Guendouzi, and Aubameyang comes on in central midfield. I mean, I don't know what this guy's doing half the time, I really don't. Ball on the right-hand side for Cardiff here. I'm not following Marlon Pack because it's not my job, it's not good enough. Now Patterson, defender, comes in with the challenge, doesn't get there. Chance for... And there it is, 2-0. Easy near post finish, and that's Cardiff through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. Absolute embarrassment from Arsenal, it really is. I'm considering taking my loan request out and putting a transfer request in, if I'm completely honest. But I'm probably just saying that because I'm frustrated. I think the best thing to do is take the loan move and then come back, and next season hopefully we can do a little bit more personally because we'll be that much of a better player. But I don't know. But at the moment it's Arsenal 0, Cardiff City 2, 5 minutes to play. Second minute of added time is done. And there is the final whistle, and just not good enough. Not good enough. It's nothing that we're doing wrong. I don't know whether it's tactically or whether every team we join are going to have the same kind of mentality. We're on attacking, for Christ's sake. There was nothing about us was attacking there, and Cardiff have every right to celebrate their 2-0 victory at the Emirates, and Arsenal should be hanging their heads in shame. Final score, Arsenal 0, Cardiff City 2. And after the game we played a 6.9, which in all honesty with the chances we had, the possession we had, is not too bad. We fouled 6 short passes, which is not good enough. We were terrible in terms of our passing, really. We did lose possession more than once, and 64% certainly needs to be improved on. Poor game, poor personal performance, but we move on. Okay, so the FA Cup dream is done and dusted. Let's get some training in here. We're not a million miles off going up to a 77 rated striker, which would be very nice indeed. But we move on now to Crystal Palace. Don't know, I didn't mean to go into the Premier League standings there. Crystal Palace in 2 days' time. I can't imagine we'll be in the team because we'll have some very, very tired legs. And we have not been selected. So the idea is now, what we're going to do is we're going to run through the end of the transfer window just to see if any offers come in, and then once that's done, we'll look to maybe have a game for our club that we've moved to, or we'll have one more game for Arsenal in this episode. So let's get this Crystal Palace game done. Not an easy place to go away from home, Crystal Palace, and but 3 points needed, and we don't get 3 points. Andre Ayew scrapes a 70th minute equaliser after a goal from David Luiz after 2 minutes, and a red card for Camarasa. 10-man Palace, and we still can't turn them over. Very, very poor. Okay, so we've got the run in to the end of the transfer window, so hopefully we get some offers in these final 3 days, plus the 10, 11 hours, whatever it is on the final day. Hopefully we get a decent loan offer. Let's move this time forward and see what happens. Okay. Time is being pushed forward. We've got an email. I don't know whether it's a transfer or a loan offer, beg your pardon, and it's not. It's a match rescheduled, which is a big tease there. So no offer after a day, no offer after 2 days, and now we've got 10 hours to get a loan offer. If we get nothing, it looks like we'll be staying. And Leon Bailey is signed for Arsenal. That's a big signing. That's a big signing. That's positive from us. It's kind of a position we don't necessarily need someone in, but it's a top player. So wherever he plays, it's a good positive signing from Arsenal. And 4 hours left in the transfer window. It doesn't look like we're going to get an offer. And people unwilling to take a gamble on young Sean Measures. I mean, I'm rated 76. I'm good enough. I mean, a really good championship side could take me. But doesn't look like it's going to happen. And with an hour left of the transfer window, Arsenal have signed Roussillon. Is he a left back? I think he may be a left back. So let's push that last hour through. That is the transfer window done and dusted. We did not get our loan move, which is disappointing, but at the same time I'd really like to stay at Arsenal and prove ourselves there. I really would. Let's have a little look here at the at news items, see if we can work out who's come into the club. And no loan for Measures is the news item here. With the transfer window now at an end, Arsenal striker Sean Measures will be saddened in the knowledge that he was unable to find a suitable club to go to. After requesting to go out on loan, Measures was rightfully assuming he'd have no problem in finding somewhere to go. But alas, it wasn't meant to be, and Measures is stuck at Arsenal until at least the start of the next transfer window. So the press are kind of picking up on my frustration, maybe. Wolfsburg accept a bid from Arsenal, but I can't. I'm going to have to view the player. Yes, 27-year-old left back, rated 83. It's better than we've got. It's better than we've got. You know, Tierney, I like Tierney, but this is an improvement. And Leon Bailey here, the other new signing, rated 83 again, 22 years of age. An excellent signing. Really happy with it. You can't, considering the bad signings that he's made non-stop from the start of this save. This is a big signing for Arsenal. Really big. Really happy with it. Okay, so the transfer's wrapped up. Let's get into this game against Burnley. We're going to sim it because obviously we're not in the game. And again, must win. 3 points, please. Oh, and we just nicked the game 2-1. A last minute or an 88th minute goal from Pepe secures the 3 points. And they're doing the training now, and we've gone up to a 77 rated striker. That's big news for us. And the dream right now is just to get to around the 80 mark. And then I think we can, you know, we're starting to become a real player then, a real good player that can start making things happen. And we've got the Newcastle game coming up. We have got an email. It's match rescheduled, so it doesn't look like we're going to be in the team for this Newcastle game either, which is a little bit disappointing. But at the same time is going. You know, we're trying to improve. I don't mind if the first season goes quick and we're not in the team here, but it's a home game against Newcastle. I put my neck on the line. It's nothing else but a win. There's no way we can. God, 1-0 Socrates, most probably a set piece. Roussillon is in the team there. Bailey struggling to get in ahead of Elia for some reason, who's about 38 years old and absolutely terrible. And you can see here, next game is against Valencia at home in the round of 32 in the Europa League. And that's a big chance for us. Hopefully we get in the team for it. I'd like to be part of the Europa League team that maybe Unai doesn't seem to be taking as seriously. Let's have a little look at the other teams in it. So, I mean, there's certainly lots of beatable teams there. Just seeing if anyone stands out. I mean, Roma so far, Manchester United, Sevilla, Porto, Wolfsburg, Lyon, Dortmund. There's teams in there that can cause us issues, but you've got to be looking at us as sort of semi-final quality minimum. And Valencia probably one of the tougher draws that we could have had at this stage. We've got a news item here. It's a loan offer at this stage, which is a little bit strange. It's from Standard Liège, who were in our Europa League group, and we're certainly not going to... Oh, that was close. We're certainly not going to sign for them. 53 grand a week they're offering us, but the loan wouldn't go through until the start of next season. So I don't want to commit to going to Standard Liège just yet. So we push on. Another news item. Is that another loan? It seems like everyone's loving the loan offers now. From FC Nantes, I would have probably gone to them had they put in an offer during the last window, but it seems to me maybe jumping up to a rated at 77 has has made a few slightly bigger teams sit up and notice. No game at the weekend for Arsenal. I don't know why. Could possibly... Now, it's not internationals. We'd have had a news item about that. But we get training done for the week. And now we push on to Valencia. And I'm praying we're in the team. It would be a really good game to bring you guys. And we're not selected in the team. Still no start for our new star signing Leon Bailey either. Elia keeps his place. Maybe he'll get in for the Premier League game next. But Arsenal Valencia, Europa League, and we win 2-1. It's a good result because we won the game, but they've got the away goal, and that could prove to be big in the tie. Next game, Manchester City in the league. We're going to stop it just so we can squeeze in a little training session on that Sunday. Are we going to be picked for the Manchester City game? I think that we won't get picked for that, but we'll play in the return leg of the Europa League. That's my guess anyway. Kind of what I hope happens. If we play against Manchester City, they're just going to batter us off the park. There's nothing we can do about their defence. A loan offer from Dusseldorf. Again, not the move for me right now. We'll keep fielding these loan offers. If something comes in that we can't turn down, I'll get it signed early on. But other than that, we're probably going to wait until later on in the season until we commit to a loan move. We haven't been selected against Manchester United. We've got another loan offer, and it's from Ghent, which are decent teams in their respective leagues. So I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, just don't want to commit to signing a loan deal right now because we've got so long to wait before we would actually make that move. So Manchester City away. I mean, let's maybe just try and get a point. If we can get a point, it'll be an excellent result, but we'll get battered. 2-1. Unlucky. You've got to say unlucky, really. They didn't run away with it. It wasn't a last-minute goal or anything that they won by. So Man City, hopefully rightful winners, but a decent effort from an Arsenal team that certainly looked like a better team without me in it. And now it's the return leg against Valencia. If they don't put us in the team, there is a risk that things could go awry, and we are in the team, and this is going to be our second game of the episode, and I'm really pleased about it because this is a big game. We're 2-1 up from the first leg. We need an away goal, and hopefully that's going to come through us. If we can get I don't know if it's going to be our first European goal. We'll have to check that. And you can see there with the graphic on the right that it wouldn't be my first goal. We've played 3 games in the Europa League. We have scored 1. We've got 1-1 in the Carabao Cup. We haven't actually scored in the Premier League yet. I did not know that. We've played 2, scored 3 in the FA Cup. Obviously, that was a hat-trick in 1 game. But yeah, Premier League goals, a little bit of a shortage, even though average rating-wise on the right-hand side there, can't be much more happier with that, to be completely honest. Here we go, a cold January evening in Valencia. It's Valencia versus Arsenal in the Europa League, round of 32. Here we go, the lineups. It's Silerson in goal for Valencia. Costa, Paulista, the ex-Arsenal man, Lindelof and Almeida. Kondogbia, Coquelin in the middle, Soler, Guedes, Rodrigo and Gomez. It's a dangerous Valencia side with a few ex-Arsenal players in there. As Valencia line up for their team photo, as do Arsenal, and the Arsenal starting lineup should come up any second. And I think Emery has noticed that this game is going to need a slightly stronger lineup than he has been playing in this competition. He goes with Leno, David Luiz and Holding, Kolasinac and Maitland-Niles fullbacks, Torreira and Chambers, Pepe, Saka, Ceballos in behind measures, and it's a decent starting lineup, and we should be able to do enough to get through to the next round. Throw into Valencia, Kondogbia, Guedes, an excellent player. With a lovely ball out to the fullback there. He plays one over the top to the attacking midfielder, Soler, out on this right-hand side. Can he work across? He goes back to the fullback, Almeida, and beats his man, Soler. Ball in the box, free header, and it's 1-0 to Valencia. And you can only see one outcome in this game. They're playing 2 strikers, 2 really good, talented wide men, and this is looking like it's going to be a long evening for Arsenal here. Terrible defensive work. I mean, look at the marking here. Maitland-Niles is the wrong side of absolutely everyone that you could possibly be the wrong side of. And Guedes, with what should be a very difficult header, has found the back of the net with relative ease. And it's Valencia 1, Arsenal 0. There's only so much I can block them passes. It's not my job. I shouldn't be in there. Ball played across to the right back, Almeida. Really struggling to see the names. I'm having to squint a hell of a lot, but a great ball back to Guedes. Plays it inside. That's 2-0. Easy. 21 minutes in. Valencia 2, Arsenal 0. We've got absolutely no chance of competing here. No chance whatsoever. I say we're off the pace. We don't even know what the pace is to even know how to keep up with it. Look at that. The midfield aren't following their men. I've got two centre halves, so the only two defenders in the box, and they're in the 6-yard box. It's just creating lots of space and time for Valencia to do exactly what they need to do. And that makes the score Valencia 2, Arsenal 0. Ball lumped forward from the fullback. Sean Measures deciding he needs to make something happen here. And Saka is making a big run. Can he get there? And it looks like it's bounced and then bounced over him, which suggests he probably hasn't read the flight of the ball very well. And you can see our next fixture against West Ham there, but we have got bigger fish to fry at the moment, and that is this game against Valencia. We need a goal to level this tie up. Ceballos. Chambers, we're going to have to make the run because Pepe decided to go inside. We've kind of made it. We've beat our man here. Is anyone there for a pullback? And it's gone behind Pepe. Certainly didn't want that. Big chance for Arsenal to get themselves back into this tie. Wasted. Goal kick to Arsenal after a half chance for Valencia there. 3 minutes added time. Measures wins his header. He has to win it twice. And with 3 minutes added time, we're certainly not going to be able to create anything in this the end of the first half. We're just waiting for the whistle. It's a free kick for Arsenal. Maybe if he does something decent with this, we can do something. It's a ball to David Luiz. Can David Luiz find us? He cannot. Decide to hit one anyway. I hope that was deflected. We'll never know. I thought David Luiz was just going to knock it down to me and we were going to hit one, but it didn't quite work out that way. But at the half-time whistle, it's Valencia who are 2 goals ahead in this tie, and Arsenal just need 1 goal just to square it up and take it to extra time. But at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. At the half-time, Valencia 2, Arsenal 0. Measures now. Turns and runs at the Valencia back line. Finds a lovely little ball to Bailey, who's been brought on. He finds Measures straight away. And see what I mean? You brought in Leon Bailey, and all of a sudden we've created a decent chance within the first few seconds. I was so shocked you even heard me say I thought it was Saka. I thought he was going to do absolutely nothing with it. Pepe finds the overlap and run from Chambers. Can he find a cross into the box? He finds Ceballos. Can he find a cross? He finds the back post and the goalkeeper's there. But a lot better start to this second half from Arsenal. Is Leno going to look for me with this? Leno is going to look for me with this. We probably won't win it. We do win it though. And a ball back to me. See what I mean? I'm inside the defender. I'm inside him. And he still chooses to give me the ball. Coquelin brings it forward for Valencia. Terrible defending. Chance for Valencia. I think that might have been a save. Leno happy with the save. Probably absolutely furious with his defenders there. Clever ball. Can Pepe find us? That ball should have come so much earlier. Look, Pepe stopped. What are you doing, Pepe? Are you going to give me anything, Pepe? It's just ridiculous. We're on attacking as well. Pepe, look, chance for him to send me. He's not doing it. Can he do it this time? He's not doing it. I just don't know. I should be asking for the ball. But a ball through. Measures. Oh my God. I've tried to take it on my left foot. I've absolutely squandered the chance and probably put us out of Europe. Terrible from me there, but again, Pepe should have found us 3 or 4 times before. I shouldn't have to ask for the ball. I'm there, I'm the option. Take it. Back to Guedes, loads of time, no pressure on the ball. Terrible from Holding. Now Rodrigo, in it goes. There's the chance, and they should have scored. 89 minutes on the clock. If Arsenal go out, it's fully deserved. I go on about it every single time, but talk about terrible. We're an embarrassing football team. Look at that. Look at that. I'm putting the controller down. Let's talk through this. Let's talk through it. We're now 3-0 down. I can't believe what my eyes are seeing. We're outplayed in every department. Corner comes in, first 1-1. Look, who's marking the man? What's Bernd Leno doing? You're a goalkeeper, you can use your hands, which ergo gives you the height advantage. Look, just jump up and punch it or grab it. Or David Luiz, make it look like you actually want to play for the football club maybe. Absolutely embarrassing. Arsenal are out of the Europa League. And that puts Valencia 3 goals up with less than a minute to play. Ball pumped up to me. Absolutely no support from anyone. Embarrassing result for Arsenal. Terrible performance. And I'm thinking of withdrawing that loan request. I really am. And putting in a transfer request. We played a 6.8. We had one shot the whole game. It's all we created. And even that shot was a little pea dribbler back to the goalkeeper because the defender got a touch on it. Because the defenders are so good. 82% passing. We can't ask for anything more from that from the lad. We really can't. Terrible performance from Arsenal. Not a great performance from us. We move on, I suppose. And we come back to the main hub screen. And I know I've been moaning a lot, but I think I've got every right to moan. It's not all our fault why everything's going wrong. Arsenal just do not play good football. The manager does not make good decisions. And we're out of the Europa League because of it. So now we have to finish top 4 to get European football next season. Otherwise, it's no European football. It's plain and simple as that. It really is. So we're going to push on to our next game here, and it's going to be West Ham on the Sunday. We've got a news item. It's a loan offer, and it's from Sheffield United. It wouldn't be a bad one to take. I don't know how they're getting on this season. But I'm not going to commit to going to Sheffield United now, because if they get relegated, we'll be playing a whole season of Championship football, and I certainly don't want to do that. So we're going to reject the offer from Sheffield United. It's a good offer. We certainly would have accepted it in January, but we're not now. So let's push on to the West Ham game. We're going to see if we're in the team. And we are not in the team. So let's have a little look at the league standings here. And as you can see, Arsenal sit in 7th place after 27 games. We've got a game in hand against Chelsea in 4th, but they're already 16 points ahead of us. So even if we win our game in hand, they're 13 points ahead of us. We cannot compete. We cannot compete. We can't. We're not good enough. Not even slightly good enough. The Leon Bailey signing really gave us a little bit of a lift. But everyone else he signed, maybe apart from that Roussillon, has just been so average and so old as well. Like old, really old. So Arsenal struggling in 7th place. I think if this was real life by now, Emery would probably be out the door. But we may find ourselves looking for a new club in the summer, because I've got big ambitions, and I'm certainly not poking up with this. And the goal in this save is to win the Premier League and the Champions League. We're never going to make the Champions League with Arsenal. We're never going to finish top 4. Therefore, we're never going to have a chance at winning the league either. So it may take a big move to one of the team you see in the top 5, to be completely honest. And it's a shame that Arsenal can't mix it with those boys. But I'm not going to give up easily on Arsenal. I'm not giving up easily. So I'm not just going to leave for the sake of leaving. We're going to stay on the loan list for now. But essentially, because we're moving through this quite quickly, because I don't get picked that often at the moment because we're not good enough, we're just going to come back exactly where we leave it today. So we're going to come back for the West Ham game. We know we're not playing. We may get in against Everton, which is a must-win, and then Brighton, Southampton. So a chance for Arsenal to pick up some points here. Just having a little look at our run-in as well. Norwich, Wolves, Leicester. Then it's Tottenham, Liverpool, Villa, Watford. So, I mean, we've got a couple of hard games in the run-in. We certainly have. But these are games that we expect to be winning, and we're going to need to win all of them if we want to do anything this season. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave it today. So thank you very much for watching. I know I've been moaning a lot in this, but I'm a passionate lad. I want to win. I want Arsenal to do win. I'm an Arsenal fan, and I'm seeing this in real life. I mean, not necessarily the performance and the tactics and things, but just the underperforming in terms of the results and things like that. I'm seeing it in real life, and I'm a very frustrated boy right now. I really am. So, but thank you very much for watching. We're going to leave it there for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in episode 7.